Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we're going to do some Lenormand on our lovely Catherine, Princess of Wales. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Tarot fam. Thanks so much for being here. I've had a little bit of a subscriber bloom, so welcome to all our new cookies in the cookie jar. I'm a little exhausted because Grumpy Sapper and I hosted a international happy hour. We do this every now and then, and we had a little bit of fun. We had a lot of drinks. I had a lot of drinks. I was drinking Dark and Stormies last night, so I've gotten my act together. And the nice thing about drinking with a friend that's in the Middle East is that your day gets started really early and your hangover happens between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. So I'm back and ready to go. I got such a great response from it was a 5-part Prince Harry Lenormand reading that I'm going to do it again for everyone. I do have a digital course that's up. There's a link down below. You can also get your own Lenormand reading if you'd like as well. They're a little bit longer than tarot readings if you want the grand tableau, so we could go through a really, really detailed question. But I'm very fond of Lenormand. It's a method of reading that you can learn very, very quickly. You can get into readings very, very quickly. There's only 36 cards to memorize. They're pretty comprehensive, whereas tarot has 78 with reversals. You have double that. But the way that I teach reversals in my master classes, there's actually 6, 3 upright and 3 in reverse. So tarot is a lifetime study. I'm still a student even after 35 years. So if you'd like to study tarot, I'm going to have a 101 class that's launching in the fall in September, just in time for back to school. It will be a pretty weighty class because, like I said, there's a lot to learn. But you can take the Lenormand class in just a few hours and have some fun with it. So that's available right now. Let's get going. So our lovely Princess of Wales has been peeking out here and there, getting back to work. I do believe that the family is either at Balmoral or headed to Balmoral very, very shortly. So bucket listing, I wish, oh my God, I could go to Balmoral. Sounds like such a delightful time. But let's see how things are going for her. We do know that I have predicted she's having one more surgery sometime in August. I'm wondering if she's going to have that before she goes up to Balmoral, and then she can convalesce up there. But let's see what comes up on the board. And I want to remind everybody, this is a custom Lenormand Grand Tableau board that one of my amazing friends, followers, and clients, she was a client, she was a follower, then she was a client, then she became a friend. My good friend Yesenia, she created this board for me. You can follow her on Refine Design on Instagram, REFYNE_DZIGN. I'm going to have a link to that in the description as well. So if you do want to ask her if she'll do a commission, I think she will do a commission. So I think she's got some stuff going on. But let's get started on our lovely Catherine, Princess of Wales. And isn't she darling? So we've got the Bluebird Lenormand today. This again is a deck that has the playing card and the image on there. Remember that Lenormand is based on regular playing cards. We use regular playing cards for these. So I'm going to bring up the card view and we'll start passing these cards out. Now, I did make some changes to the view so that you could really, really, really appreciate this and not have to stare at my face. I'm an itty bitty one in the corner right now, but let's see what we come up with. I really want you guys, especially those of you that are taking the Lenormand course on my digital platform, I really want you guys to see these readings in play. So, and bits of these may be included in my course. So we have the rider is covered by the clouds, and we have clover covered by the garden. Ship is covered by clover. Home is covered by the bluebirds. We have tree is covered by the tree. Strong roots there. Clouds with the lady. Snake with the heart. Love wins after all. Coffin with the cross. And bouquet with the coffin. Oh, that's a good sign. Sid with the ring. Commitments there. Whip and the moon. Birds and the bear. Child and the cavalier, which is our messenger. And I just sloppy shuffle. My sloppy shuffles are not exclusive to tarot. Fox with the child. Bear with the stars. Stars with the tower. Oh, that's interesting. Stork with the mice. Dog with the house. Tower with flowers. That's fun to say. Garden with crossroads. Mountain with gentleman. Interesting, interesting. Crossroads with anchor. Mice with ship. Heart with foxy. Ring with the younger lady. Book with the letter. Letter with the gentleman. Man with the key. Woman with the birch rod, which is also known as the whip. Lily is family, and that has the scythe. Oh my goodness. Sun with the dog. Moon with the fishy, fishy fish. Key with the mountain. Fish, sun, anchor, lilies, and cross with the book. What we have left over are stork, and snake. So there we go. There we go. We're going to put those on the side. Now, as I've said in my last reading on Lenormand, this first part will be a little bit more informative just for those of you that are studying and that still don't quite understand the process of the Grand Tableau. There are in some decks 2 ladies, 2 gentlemen, and we have that here. In this particular deck, the Bluebird deck, we have the older lady, older gentleman, younger gentleman. So we're going to come to them and see who they are. Now, I am going to do something a little bit different this time. So in Lenormand readings, we have a few things that we look at. First, we look at the cross in the middle. We look at the 4 points of the corners. Those are the rooting factors, those supportive factors. This is the biggest problem at hand. But we can also zero in on the lady, who is the sitter. Now, we have 2 spots here. We have the house of the woman down here on our Grand Tableau board. And to be sure, just for y'all, you can actually purchase similar type reading cloths, those kinds of things. This board is particularly special because it does illustrate the card, the positive, negative, or neutralness of the house. It also gives you some keywords on here. So it's really a great tool if you are learning Lenormand. I have only seen boards like this in print, like on Pinterest or something like that. This one constructed in this fashion is really fantastic. And I adore my friend Yesenia for making this for me. It is really just a boon to teaching and helping you all understand. So let's start with our facing lady, our lady who shows up. Now, this particular deck, I'm going to come all the way up. A charming woman with flowers in hand, as with the gentleman, her cards will command. Fortunes revealed once the cards have been placed. Unveil the fate that destiny raced. So this particular deck has these cute little rhymes on them to help you remember the cards a little bit better. So we do have the Ace of Spades, not the Motorhead Ace of Spades, but the Ace of Spades. So, what is the Ace of Spades? Ace of Swords. We have a lady who is brilliant, moving into the future. She is landing on the ring, which is union, marriages, contracts, commitment. This is a very positive space for her to be in. That ace of swords, the ace of spades, is also a new beginning. Remember, when I teach tarot, and we do have some similarities here with some of the cards, the ace of swords is a new beginning, a new intellectual beginning, a new cycle of life, cutting off of the old and moving into the new. So do we have a lady that is moving forward and is committed to her position? Yes. I think the illness that Catherine experienced is something that has. Sorry about that. My mic went out for a second. I think it has changed her profoundly and professionally. I think she understands the fragility of life. I think she understands the fragility of her own personal disposition, where if she takes on too much negativity, if she takes on too much stress and too much aggravation, she can wind up in a not so great spot. Really and energetically, she resembles something like a sponge. And I know that sounds kind of terrible. Everyone thinks SpongeBob SquarePants, or you're kind of sucking off others. Not the case here. This sponginess is an empathic ability to take on the feelings, thoughts, and desires of others. So let's look at some of the cards around her. This tower up here, which is in our future space, having some exclusivity, having some separation from others, not having her personal information out there, not having her private information out there. This is something that I think is going to happen. I do think that Queen Elizabeth tutored her well and long and very, very specifically. I think she did let Catherine know that there is this illusion that we have to keep to ourselves, that we have to, or to oneself, that we have to keep to oneself, so that the glamour and the gilding stays on the royal family. They're only as valuable as they are disguised and seen as the exemplary family. We don't want to see warts and all. Louis can act up all he wants. He's a little kid, but we don't want to see that into his 40s like some other people. So here we've got this exclusivity, this tower separation, putting ourselves into a different category, committing to that and committing to not fighting back, I think is great. This is going to bring abundance and wonderful things in the future on the fish location. While it is money, it is abundance, luxury, exclusivity. Once again, very country club vibe here with the sun. We are protected and purified by it. Her wits about her are great. Her best asset in this heart house is that she is clever like the fox. Other people think that they are more clever than her. She is clever like the fox. And then over here, information. This is data, unrefuted data, proof that we have of information that comes through. So, with the letter on top. So, that data that is out there that may bolster her intent, her innocence, her work ethic, those things, that data will be published. We will hear that. So lovely, lovely start to her reading here. I'm going to cut it short because we're going to do a few parts of this. So we will leave it here. And I do hope that you are enjoying this series. I'm going to continue these as long as everyone likes them. I'm more than happy to do them. I do love Lenormand so much. But I will see you in the next one. So stick around. I'll load up the next one very shortly. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you shortly.